Just killing guards in Oggok. I've been here for a while, even though I haven't played as much as I would have liked to. But I've got to get up to level 48. Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. I was going to say welcome back to another Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4, but no. I have that on the brain. I've been playing a lot of that in my free time. Not so much free time, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But welcome to EverQuest, Project 1999 EverQuest. And I am playing as Terikz, my Shadow Knight. I am here in Oggok still, trying to get to level 48. I actually thought I was level 48. It's been a couple weeks since I played this character. I thought it was 48, which would tie with the highest level I've ever been in EverQuest, but apparently I'm not. So this is a bit of a tricky pull because I can't, so you cannot see your target. I have to split these guys. Here, so I'm going to run. Oh, great, I just saw that. The bouncer showed up right there. Okay, feign death. That's okay, I've got regrowth on me. Thank you very much, Warmac. He's level 60 Ogre Shaman who buffed me up. I need to take advantage of the buff, so I can't... There was not a guard there a moment ago. I was down at the bottom. I think he's green. Doesn't matter. He's actually light blue. All the guards, they show up as green. They're actually light blue to me. Yeah, so I've been wanting to play this, but when I have my one-year-old who's been very sick, and I've been sick myself, it's really hard to do this when you have a one-year-old. This is the play area right around me in the basement. I call it the man cave. I have two little boys, so 5-year-old is, you know, for 5-year-olds, they still make a lot of noise. They're not quiet. At least my son is, and I know of other 5-year-olds that are perfectly normal, and they make a lot of noise. So none of my kids can actually be here when I'm making videos. So darkness is worn off. I don't think that they can see me. Okay, so let's get this guy. The other guys don't aggro. So I kind of have a new technique I'm doing when I'm fighting. Actually, I shouldn't fear him because he can go upstairs. He's green. I've got regrowth. It really doesn't matter. Throw heat blood on him. As long as my engulfing darkness sticks when he starts running, that's all that matters. So, when I am fearing them, though, I use the mouse. I hold down both buttons to steer. And use just the W key to move forward to keep up with them. No, sorry. I use the mouse to steer and to move forward. So I just kind of like inch forward, just using the mouse like I am now. And in that way, I have my left hand free so I can hit 2 and the number 6. I mean, I could always change this, but I suppose I could, if anything, I could change range attack. This guy is about to go down. I gotta get my mana up. I can't keep up with my hit point regrowth. I'm gonna run out of... What's my current weight? 158. So when the buff goes, I'm gonna lose my strength. The only place I can sell are to the gypsies nearby. At least I can bank. So I can go sell the gypsies and come back. The problem is, this place is... I wouldn't say... Well, it is. It just takes 2 people to fully camp all the guards. There's another guy who's been AFK. I've tried to contact him. And he's been AFK for a long time. About half an hour now. So, I mean, I didn't take his spot, but I'm at the other side of the entrance. I wanted to talk to him. Okay, so I'm going to try this again, now that there's no guard behind me. I'm going to try to get the weaker one on the left. So I'm going to run down the stairs a bit, so I have room. And then I'll just feign death right here while I'm getting hit. So this is not the guard that I attack. This is the blue one. It's not the best place to try to solo. I mean, I killed several, probably 3 guards. I've got 2%. That's okay, actually. I think 1 was blue. The other two were light blue. That guard took a while to go back. Wait till I stop hearing the movement. Is this the right one? Yes, this one is. Yeah, this is the right guy I wanted. I'm gonna refresh darkness. I could always take him down outside, but there's wandering guards that spawn, so... Yeah, so when I use the mouse, both mouse buttons, I'm able to move and use my left hand to press all the keys I want. So I can disarm them. I've actually... My disarm's got up to 58. It started at 40 when you first get it, because you get it at level 40. Put a training point into it, automatically get 40 skill. I didn't like this pull because I couldn't see the other guard if he had gone back to his place. There's always other places I can try. I think I can try Neriak. There's Rivervale. I've never been to Rivervale. I think maybe I ran in once just to look at some of the buildings, but I haven't seen the newbie area. I don't know that zone. It's supposedly the best newbie zone there is in the game. Well, as long as I can do it, I guess I'll take all the weight. I wish I could at least use my arrow to pull. This guy I can fear, I think... So now I'm doing it with the left mouse... sorry, with the mouse. Both buttons down. Hold the right mouse button down and then repeatedly click with the left to move forward. Works like a charm. I'm glad it does. I didn't think it would work because this tends to work in all the new MMOs, and I use this occasionally, say for PvP in the Old Republic, with my favorite class. It's been 3 years since I played it. I like the one where you're like an assassin. Or Shadow. For either side. So you're like a Jedi, but you can go into stealth and you can backstab. Holy crap, you could take out a third of a person's life with one backstab. And then you get all these other attacks. And you just... For the weaker, like, I guess in this game you call them cloth wearers, you could destroy them pretty quickly. But for the tanks, it still does such good damage. It was my favorite class to ever play, actually. I think they have the stealth aspect really, really well done in that game. Usually I compare my class to what it can be in PvP. I can't do that in this game because there's really no PvP unless I want to go around and start asking people to duel. But PvP makes no sense in this game. You don't get any points, you don't get anything. But I really think Star Wars The Old Republic had that stealth class down really well. Better than Warhammer Online. Their stealthers are awful. What other games I played? I didn't ever play a stealth class in... Oh, what's that game? Of course I forget it. Albion. Play the 3 races, Hibernia, Midgard. Everyone knows what I'm talking about except for me, because I'm actually not feeling well at the moment. Head's a little strained to think at the moment. I feel quite nauseated. I should be making videos, let's roleplay videos, but I need to be able to talk freely. I can't think with my higher brain functioning properly. Yeah, what is that game? Anyways, it came out in 2001. It was the one that Mythic made before Warhammer Online. And I didn't play a stealth class in that game. Although I remember... What the heck is the name of that game? Now it's driving me crazy. I'm going to be right back because I forget it. Dark Age of Camelot just came to me. I didn't even have to look it up as soon as I stopped recording and alt-tabbed out. Okay, so yeah, in Dark Age of Camelot, they had Probably the most unbalanced stealth ability. I don't even know if it's stealth ability. It was ranged attack. They changed it so you have like this shield that gets hit and then once and then it's gone. But they had this ranged attack ability for the archers in that game, and some of them are really long range. Especially I don't know if it's longbow for the Albion faction. So you target a cloth wearer and you have this super mega attack that takes like 5 seconds or something to spool up. And when it goes off, it does like way more damage than normal. So if you're like kind of hidden and they don't see you and you make that one attack, you could insta-kill somebody. Full health. It was nuts. And yes, even if they're full level, max level, it was that nuts. So they put on that shield thing so it doesn't work. And the recycle time for that powerful long-range arrow attack is like, I don't know what it was. But you couldn't use it right away again. Otherwise that shield thing would be... I think it's called a ward. It threw a ward on you. And I actually really like the way that they... I'm not sure if I talked about this before. I may have in one of my videos. I made... Literally, I think this is number 119 of my EverQuest videos, going back over 2 years now, about 2.5 years. Yeah, so they had it so if you can give out buffs, say you're a shaman, you have so many points, and each buff is worth so many points. So if you want to put on all your best buffs onto one person in your group, I think you need to... No, I don't think you needed to be grouped. I'm not positive on that. As long as they're still alive, when they die, all your buffs go, you get your points back. So say if you have 40 points, you dump some of your best buffs on someone, you've used up 15 points or something like that. And it stays like that, so you have 25 more points to use for your other buffs for everyone else. It stays. It doesn't have a timer, so it will always stay so long as that person lives. So if they die... I'm not sure how res worked in the game. It's been a long time. I'm not sure if you could be resed or you always have to run back to your corpse. I think you could be resed. I'm not sure. But, yeah. So I actually think that's better. Because if you die in this game, you have to re-give the buffs anyways, right? So... And if they zone... I think if they zone, then they lose... Yeah, then they lose the buffs too. Although that is a bit of a pain, but... The whole place, I think the only places you have to zone into are when you go into dungeons. It's like a big open world. Even when you go out into the frontier, it's still... you don't zone, you just go into a different area. Some of these things, like, I regret. I think EverQuest is a regret of mine, that I didn't take it further. And here I am, age 40, I turned 40 in December. Well, I guess I started back when I was 38. Came back to the game to do the things that I didn't get to do because... I wouldn't say it's impatience, because I think I was more patient back in 99 to 2001 when I played the game. I just think I didn't have the patience to stick around in the game long enough. All I saw by the end was the problems that the game presented to me. And I had nothing to compare it to because it was my first and only MMO at the time. Went off to Anarchy Online afterwards, played that for a few months. Had a bit of fun. I think that game had a lot of potential, but they kind of ruined it with some of the new rules. I killed this guy a while ago. Why hasn't he spawned? The rules that they changed really kind of messed the game up. I don't even know what it was. I just know that at least half the people left. Here's another bouncer. That guy's not responding, so I'm just going to kill him. It's a little hypocritical of me because I've complained about other people coming in. He's light blue. I don't really have to fear him, but I just like to do it. I can't stun ogres from the front, so... Yeah, using the mouse to do all the movement really helps. Then I went off to Dark Age of Camelot, and I just loved the game, but I don't know why I didn't stick around. I got to like level 45 as a shaman. And you can't be everything, like, as a shaman in this game, you're everything a shaman can be, but in Dark Age of Camelot, you have to kind of, you can only put your skills into certain areas, so I wasn't good at healing. I was a DPS shaman. I had this long-range attack, which did really good damage. It was pretty devastating. And I would dot them up afterwards. I did pretty good. I could heal, but my skill points weren't in healing, so... And I didn't know better at the time. I didn't have all the years of experience that I do now. I think playing a DPS shaman is viable, because, I mean, am I literally out of room? Oh, I do have another Sal potion. Probably one left. Yeah, I'm out of room. Get rid of this. I took it because somebody... Oh, yeah, it was somebody a few weeks back. I said, yeah, loot. Oh, no, I gave them, like, a hammer. They were, like, a brand new shaman. They had nothing on. I gave him, like, a two-handed hammer or a one-handed hammer, and he gave me the lizard tail. I'm like, I just took it. Just because that's all I guess he really had. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, because people come in here, and I'm at the far side where there's 2 guards, and there's 2 wandering guards on the inside. And there's 1 guard down here. I don't know why I foraged, just probably good to get it down to always forage. It's a low chance of success. It's like, what, 25% chance of getting something? There's a guard here, 2 guards up there. You saw me kill all those, and there's 2 wandering guards out here. So that's 5 guards altogether. I don't mind if I just get just the 3. And, I mean, the 2 wanderers, and there's 2 guards further in at the other entrance to where the bank is, and then there's 2 wandering guards around the entrance, or sorry, around the bank area. So that's 4 over there, 5 over here, and there's 1 guard next to the banker, which I've tried pulling on my own. It's a real pain because I have to pull him away from the banker. And it's hard. It is kind of hard without the buffs. Oh, did I lose my regrowth? I did. Damn. It's hard to fight without the buffs, so I try to bring him out into an area where I can kite him. So after I kill the 2 guards at the other entrance to the back, I bring him out to that area and kite him. But he can also pull NPCs on the way, so that's... I think it was the Shadow Knight guild master came out. I think he's level 61. He came out, hit me for like 151 damage. May have bashed me as well, but I feigned death. I got out of it. That was a little scary. Big silver-plated ogre coming out after me like that. And after that I said, there's no way I'm going to pull that guard next to the bank anymore. And if I do kill... Because the problem is, he just stands there. He's static. The other 2 wanderers will actually come out right by the entrance where the other 2 guards are. So I don't have to go in there and pull them. I can if I want. But it's dangerous to go by the Shadow Knight Guild with an NPC. I've had the guild trainers come out after me. That's really, really bad. I don't know if he was a guild trainer, because why didn't he harm touch me right away? I don't know. I just know that he was named, he was wearing all silver. Maybe he was a warrior guard. I don't know. It's possible that the guy, the banker guard went into the warrior guild, which is nearby, and then pulled him, and then he came out. Yeah, so maybe he wasn't a Shadow Knight. So I remember that he didn't kill me, or it didn't harm touch me. Sorry. Yeah, Zazis is still here, hasn't responded, so there's really nothing I can do about that. Yeah, so what I mean is, if somebody comes in here, they should... What I do is I look to see who else is in the zone, and try to work out some kind of agreement with them. I've contacted Zazis twice. No response. Last time I saw he was just AFK. He was feigned death by the other entrance. So if he's been feigned death for half an hour, or if he comes back and he didn't see my tell, maybe he's in a guild and he's not in a guild. Maybe he's got friends trying to contact him. Okay, let's get this bouncer. Really, nothing I can do. All these guards are going unkilled, I might as well take advantage of it. He can't claim the entire zone, too. I wouldn't mind just the 4 guards at the back entrance. I wouldn't mind just the 3 guards here. Because I'll need that time to recover my health. He's blue. It's a little bit dangerous because there's 2 wanderers out here. I tried to do that at 80% health, unbuffed, and I was getting my butt handed to me, even though I was fearing the extra guard. Hey, just take your fear like a good ogre. I'm surprised this just using the mouse to move works in Classic. Maybe it's because of the newer AI. Oh, another thing, I may not see if I actually disarmed. They all failed. Okay. So I've had weapons lay on the ground and I didn't even know that they're. But it doesn't matter because I'm way over encumbered. I probably shouldn't pick up anymore because I want to be able to move to go sell. What the heck was that? Oh, I've got a new phone. I destroyed my last phone. I'm just gonna leave the shield here. Or destroy it. Yeah, I destroyed my last phone. It was LG 47, I believe. A very, very slow phone. And I just got really fed up and frustrated with it one day, and I smacked it on the table, and it cracked. And I don't know how TVs would look when you smash them. I've only seen it like on movies. But it smashed, and then all you can see is the screen is just all like, it couldn't show a picture. It was just all blurry and fuzzy. So yeah, and I was actually happy. I had enough of this. 3 years with a stupid cell phone that sometimes, and I'm not joking, it could take more than 5, sometimes 10 minutes to get a phone call off. If it's busy, if you've been doing stuff, whatever, it could take that long. What if I'm in an emergency? It's just ridiculous. I looked it up, and the review I read about online said that the guy wouldn't recommend it. It's just the processor is way too slow to handle the phone. And he's right. And stupidly, back when I got the phone, I recommended it to my wife's cousin, and she got the same phone, and she had the same problems. The reason was, it was my first... I mean, I only had those stupid flip phones that really didn't show anything on there, just the number you're dialing. I mean, you could take little pictures with it, and they'd show up all these poor pixelated pictures. But, little pixelated movies, 30-second movies, but anyway. That's all I had before. I had that phone basically since like 2004. I actually lost the original, not lost, but I dumped the original that I got in 2004 into a paint can when I was painting. Yes, I was a professional painter for about 5 years. I could paint pretty good. I was doing that for a living, and some drywalling as well. But yeah, my phone fell in my paint can. Couldn't really hear it, so the speaker was all gummed up. So I had to replace it, but I got a phone that was basically the same thing. Maybe a little bit better, but... And then it was all the way from 2004 to 2012, and everyone has all these nice phones that show movies, and you take all these really nice pictures, and you can go on the internet and check your... whatever, you can do everything on the internet. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome. I even had my friend, we were playing Dungeons & Dragons like 4 years ago. I flipped the phone out, because I don't know, maybe my wife... I was going to call my wife or something. And he made fun of me in front of everybody for having the phone. I'm like, okay, maybe it's time I get a new phone. So yeah, because I guess nobody had a phone like that anymore. So he's like, what are you using that dinosaur phone for? This must be another guard wandering by. So I was excited when I got that LG 47, but I didn't realize until maybe a month or two after that this phone is damn slow. So... got a new phone. It is a Galaxy A5, Samsung Galaxy A5. I'm pretty happy with it. I read online it's one of the better phones from all the reviews. It's got really good high review ratings on Amazon, and I think it's just Amazon when I went to look at the reviews for it. one of the better multi-SIM cards or phones out there. So, but it's not this. I think it came out early last year or very late 2014, maybe January 2015. So now it's March of 2016. I guess I have to keep in mind that people could be watching this years from now. I don't know what the phones are going to be like 20 years from now. Maybe they'll have like holographic projectors. You won't even need a screen. Be able to talk live video to people. I'm back here. This guy's not hitting so well, is he? Throw on Grim Aura to hit better. Better chance to hit. I'm trying to get Disarm up. Obviously it's not going to be as good as a Warriors or whoever else uses it, like a Monk. But should be fine. Yeah, I know there's one little minor heal I can get off that Stein. It's really not worth it. I could probably heal through that in about 3 clicks, so 18 seconds. Which is every click for an Ixar before 50, I think, is 6 hit points. I'm not sure if you start out like that, though. It may be 3 when you start out the game. I think at some point it goes up to 6. I know it goes up to like 9 at some point, maybe level 50, 51. I think it's 50, actually. And then at some point in the 50s, it goes up to 12. And it may even go up higher after that. I'm not positive. I just know there's a progression. All players get it. They get this progressive hit points, higher hit points per tick as they go up in levels. It's really sad, though. That was one of my big complaints, that it's just hard to get hit points back if you can find a healer and you're out soloing. And it was just so limited back when I played my XR Classic on the team server. If you can't find a group, you're really limited where you could go to get experience. I think I was out at level 48 in the Over There. Wasn't really part of a big guild. It was just kind of a smallish guild trying to, I guess, grow in numbers and levels, but I think I was the highest level in the guild. Bunch of noobs in it too. Kind of regret that I should have gone off to the guild. That there was one big guild that still stuck to just all darkies, and I regret not trying to get into that guild. They would have taken me. I had a few people from my previous guild that would have vouched for me, I think, at the time. Yeah, so I'm happy I have a new phone. It's just really awesome. I can actually go online and do all these things. It would take minutes, several minutes, just for my previous phone to decide that it can go online. I guess it's just the processor was just way too slow. So I had an issue on Steam. Somebody hacked my account. They got my name and my number, name and why am I seeing this? Why does my wife have a draft on my? Still trying to figure out this phone. They sent it to me. Fido sent it to me because I have unlimited. I've had Fido since 2004. I'm not changing because I have unlimited calling. Long distance, obviously not, but within the entire city of Vancouver, I have unlimited calling, so I don't see why I need to change. My wife has the plan too. It was so good, and they only put it out for a few minutes here. Maybe they have this in every city. I just know in Vancouver they've done that for Fido. But it used to be so good that when they canceled it, you could still, what was it? You could actually sell the account. And people were selling it online for thousands of dollars. And it actually was worth it for the price that... Here's another bouncer. That some people were paying for their cell phone, especially like if you were used it as your business phone. People were paying thousands of dollars for this. And then they changed it later on. I think they brought it out again, or they changed it completely, where it was attached to your SIM card, so... I shouldn't have feared him. Oh, he's going the right way anyway. So you couldn't sell it anymore. I also lost all my freaking contacts, so with this new phone, it takes a micro SIM card. And my last phone took the normal size one that I've always known cell phones have had. I didn't even know there was a micro SIM card. It doesn't take it, obviously, so I went in to Fido to see if they could transfer it over, and they said they can't unless you have the old kind of phone, and I don't, because I smashed it. So I have, like, 5 numbers on my phone. I lost all my previous contacts. I guess I should look through my wallet. I've got a lot of, especially with my health being so bad, all the numbers to the people I was, like the doctors I was in contact with. I have to get all that. Family's not so difficult. My wife has my mom's phone number, and through her I can get everything. It's just a pain. Had these numbers ever since 2004, and now I've lost it all, so... 12 years of all the phone numbers, now they're all gone. That just sucks. Oh well. I guess in the long run it's worth it, since I have a much better phone. I just wish that they could have... I think there's one guard spawned up top. I wish I just could have transferred it over. I don't see why they couldn't... Yeah, one. He's greeny. He's a greenie, so I... you know what? I'd still rather kite him. Fear kite, because... the only bad thing that could happen is if a guard spawns down here. And I don't know if I have... Where is he? Come here. I don't know if I have them all broken enough to do it properly. SARM at 59. Yeah, somebody hacked my account on Steam. The only reason they weren't able to get in is because their IP address was way off from mine. Thankfully, that saved me. It's something called, I don't know if every Steam user has it, or it was an optional thing, because I know that they wanted my phone number and other stuff. And I think that's actually really important, because they had access to a couple of my credit cards. But they weren't able to use it. They weren't able to get in my account and look around or use the account because the IP difference. There's somebody from Mexico. My phone's making noise. People are sending me messages. Probably my wife saying she wants to go out. I'm back here. Oh, okay, yeah, she has to come down. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it so you don't hear a bunch of noise. Okay, I'm back. It's like half an hour later. Contacted Zaz's a third time. I told Zaz's hello there. He's not responding, so... Trying to be polite, trying to work with other players. Always do that. And if he's not responding, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so these guys have spawned. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep up. Same deal. All the other guys, I'm not sure about the one below. I've already been killed. And there's five guards I'm going through here, so... Oh, great, no. Landscapers are out. It's March, I guess they're starting. Waiting for this guy. So I was targeting Scon. Wait for this guy to leave. He should be just like standing around the corner. Until I don't hear him move. Here he is. Well, he's green. I should be able to easily kill him. Yeah, if the guy wasn't trying to hack in my account from Mexico, then if he was like, I guess this IP, if he was from the same place I am. But, you know, that's just crazy. They really should, yeah, it needs to be your IP, so. I think everybody should have that for Steam. Really dangerous, otherwise, the damage that they could do to you. bouncer's gone. So I've changed my password and everything. There's nothing else I can really do. It's kind of if it's your particular IP, I guess it's kind of hard to hack that. So that's from your own household, right? So unless you want to somehow get into my Wi-Fi and hack my computer from inside, which is totally doable if you're really tech savvy. I guess some government groups could do that, or really talented hackers. Which actually, I hear the government does hire for and companies for their anti-hacking programs and the way they deal with people. Hire hackers themselves, because I know all the ins and outs. So this is a blue guy. Going this way. I don't know what's this way. Oh, I keep hitting number 1, which is my attack. Trying to bash. Life drain a little bit. Yeah, always, if they're like still feared and you're about to life drain, it's just to move away because they like to hit you at least once. Let's see if that... Oh, I can life drain this. That's what the armadillos are good for. Bilboo. Bilboo's corpse. I wish I could just sell to these guys. They're dubious, so... They were dubious before I killed the banker, so it's not because the banker killed. It was in one of my, I think, 3 videos ago. The guards are up. There's a wandering guard. And this guy's still AFK, right? Feigned death. Oh, the way he's there, that means he's one of the wanderers I'm gonna have to kill. He's the way he's facing. The other ones come up and face the opposite way from inside, from the bank area and the warrior guild area. So he'll be coming down my way. Comes all the way to the entrance. Would like to get my mana back though. And when you're dealing with 5 guards, you gotta really... You have to rest, so I kind of wasted a couple minutes going over there. Oh, this one's up here. I need to kill this guy immediately because if I do not, the other guards can come. He could still come. But the guys upstairs are dead, so the wanderers are starting to spawn again. It's not going to make it in time. I resisted his bash. So fortunately I can still stun them from behind. That could be taken really the wrong way. Yeah, I just want to get up to 48. I think Zaz is 48, and it does say you can be 48 here. I think light blues... I thought that was the other card. Light blues go away, right? Dude, loot anything here. I just loot their coin. You can loot all their weapons. for good plat. But I think I ticked somebody off in one of my previous videos. They voted it, downvoted it. And then they went on to downvote two of my other videos, which weren't Project 1999 videos. There are other videos I put out around the same time. But I think the person was just having a fit. Could have had to do with something I said when I was younger and went hunting with my dad. It's about the only thing I can think of that could be taken wrong. It doesn't matter. There's no way you can please anybody unless you just don't talk. And even if that happens, you're still going to get people complaining, so... Definitely cannot please everyone. At least I've been told I don't have an annoying sounded voice, so... Some people will probably still find it annoying. So last, this is, what day is it? Thursday. So last Sunday, yeah, I grouped with, what was the group of friends that ZK was, his group that he would have on his videos. And they all seemed to be like a bunch of cool guys. I enjoyed their company very much. AC Gamer, Chupacabra. I'm not sure what to call you, Chupacabra, because I've known you through, is it FLR? That's how I know Chupacabra. And then, of course, ZK wasn't there. I'm not sure if he was working or he was doing something else, but Cypherdeck was there, and definitely Thume. Kevin Hyde, Thume the Barbarian. Seems like a really awesome guy. A lot of these guys are the kind of guys that I wish they lived close by. I'd like to hang out with them, so... of course, I don't know him that well. But Kevin Hyde, I like his enthusiasm for life. He's so gung-ho. I can see him charging off and grabbing a dozen mobs to pull back to the group could be annoying at times, but it's more than counterbalanced with... he's just a fun guy to be around, so... I've listened to... I've watched several of his videos. I've tried to keep up with ZK. There's just... I also have been trying to keep up with Super Bits and Bobs. Just the way, Bob, you formatted your videos, I can't put them on my TV anymore. For some reason, my TV is very picky about what it can play. So I'd have to take your videos and then edit them, re-encode them myself just to be able to watch. It's the only way it will play on my TV, which is a real pain. So I used to watch them while I was looking after my kids, especially if I was not feeling well. But in the last year, I think that you've changed how you encode your videos. So I watch occasionally, especially if I'm soloing. I'll put on ZK or Super Bits and Bob's videos and listen to it, or watch what I can. Especially if ZK has a raid video, I like to watch those just to see what things that I've never seen before. Really, I'd really like to see who's the god of hate, the dark elf god. I forget his name, but he apparently looks like a really ugly little man or whatever. He looks really funny. I think I've seen a picture of him in the past, but I forget what he looks like. I mean, you gotta remember this is 17 years ago that I started playing this game and stopped 15 years ago. So yeah, I'd make videos with you guys. I'm not sure how a bunch of you could all make videos at the same time. I suppose, like, I like to have my little intro, but that doesn't really matter. It's probably easy to get around. It's just, it wouldn't just be my video. It would be my video hanging out with this particular group of guys, so. And they seem to really know their stuff. Athalar, well, Chupacabra especially. He reminds me of somebody I was in a guild with in World of Warcraft. I think his character's name was Chem. C-H-E-M. His voice kind of sounds the same. Very calm. But that was, would have been 8 years ago? 8 years ago, yeah. Oh, crap. Time goes by fast, especially when you're working and you have kids. It just... There goes half your life. Before you know it, you're old. Kids do take a lot out of you. It's worth it, though. Because the last thing I'd want to do is... if my wife were to die and I'm old, and I'd be alone. I wouldn't have any kids. My parents would be gone. You could have, I guess, friends at the old folks' home, but it's not the same. Well, it's kind of depressing. So I'm 40, I'm officially middle-aged. But, yeah, I'm not... I thought... I actually thought that everybody... Like, ZK had told me he's 22. And I thought everybody was in their 20s. And it turns out that's not the case. So, I'm not the oldest of the group there. I'm not going to go any more than that, but... Yeah, I definitely make videos with you guys. I'd like to hang out again with you guys in the future. Just make it a lot of fun. Especially when you're talking on, like, what did we used, Skype to do it. I used to use Skype with my friend when we played Eve. That was I miss parts of Eve, but I think I'd miss EverQuest more because I can't have both. I mean, some people can have all the time in the world where they can play both. I can't. I really used to be in MMOs so much that single player games wouldn't really take up much of my time, and if they did, it would be just for maybe a few weeks, and then I'd be back into the MMO. But I can't do that with my channel if it's focused on, like, the role-playing games. I have a feeling that... actually, I have a feeling that my Dragon Age Inquisition is going to end probably in the next 20 videos or so. And then Pillars of Eternity, probably about 30, maybe up to 50 videos, because there's 2 expansions that have come out and I haven't even gotten to them yet in the game. I think I'm nearing the end of the main quest. But I find out of the... because I had Baldur's Gate, Pillars of Eternity, and Dragon Age Inquisition all going at the same time, and that's a lot, especially since I've changed the format where I do my intro for each one. It's kind of like have a movie based on the thoughts of my character and his experiences. It goes on for about a minute for the beginning of every video after my intro plays, so it takes a bit of time to do all that. So it takes about an hour for each one, I find, plus the editing and all that. Of the 3, I would have to rank it where Baldur's Gate would be my favorite. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, and then I would say Dragon Age Inquisition would be in the middle. And then I would have to say Pillars of Eternity would be last. It's not that I don't like Pillars of Eternity, it's just a very hard video to make for me. The way that they have everything, like, hopefully this is coming out clear. So, where my character's from is called it's spelt like this. So I thought when I started the game it's just Reed Cirrus, but the way that because it's a new fantasy world, they're trying to make it different from everything else. It's actually pronounced Reed Cirrus. So how the heck am I supposed to know that? So, I mean, it's not just one word, it's hundreds of words in the game of names, of places, of gods, of creatures, all these things. I don't know how to pronounce these things properly. It's crazy. It's not just that. There's so much reading in Pillars of Eternity. Because they didn't do voiceover for all the NPCs, it's about, I would say it's about a third voiced. Maybe a quarter of a third. Certainly the most important cutscenes are all voiced. There's a guard coming. Bouncer Thrang, he's blue. It just makes for a very difficult video to do because I try to make it when I'm reading to have it all flow. And I have a tendency to pause at certain times if I'm actually stopping and thinking about what I'm trying to read. So I've had to try to overcome that. I'm getting better as I go. But it still happens occasionally. And then there's where I'll screw up with what I'm reading. Because sometimes I don't know what's with my mouth. It just kind of gets lazy. Like, and I slur the word. I hope that's not the early onset of MS. I think of it. It's been like this for a couple years, so. But, so I'm trying to read. And it doesn't happen very often. It may happen every maybe once a video. So, but then I'll just screw up and read the word wrong or whatever. So all these happen. I'm just trying to, it's like supposed to be a full movie, right? So I can't really have me screwing up as I'm reading all the time. A few corrections here and there aren't a big deal, but I've had to. There was one video where I literally read through so much, half of it, because a new character had come in, and I kept on screwing up, and I probably had about 50 little clips I had to go through and then cut the part where I said it wrong, and then put the part where I said it correctly in its place. So it's a lot of editing. Pillars of Eternity is awful for that. One video could be 20-30 clips on average. It's just stupid. Whereas the Dragon Age Inquisition one, on average, maybe 2 or 3 to get the clips that I want. Obviously, unless I'm doing a guide video, I don't really have to make many clips for EverQuest, my Project 1999 EverQuest videos. I'm just gonna sit and let up. There's no guards behind me. I can only assume that I've got them all. Oh, I think I know where one might be, actually. This guard... Yes, I lost track, so I don't know when he's gonna spawn. But I think the next one in order will be right here. It's a guard that spawns. Oh, he's there. He's green. Take him down. And when I played Baldur's Gate, I played it before, about... That was probably my 5th playthrough, all the way through. So it was... I knew what I was doing. It's not so hard for me to read. Because the hardest words are drow to read in the game. And I know it's drow because they pronounce it drow in Baldur's Gate 2. I used to call it dro, like so. Apparently it's actually pronounced sow. I hate that, saying that. It's a cow, isn't that a female cow? Or is that a female pig? I don't know. Not a farmer. I think it's a female pig, actually. But it is, it's supposed to be pronounced sow. So I've been through that before, I knew what I was doing. There's a few, with the enhanced editions, there was maybe a couple hours of new content. Not that big of a deal. And Dragon Age Inquisition, for me, I think it kind of sagged for a while. For about the middle half of the game. I wasn't that I was bored, it was that it just wasn't as interesting as, say... It's the problem when you play all these RPGs at once. You kind of compare them to... It's not even a thing that I mentally do, it's just how I feel when I come to the game. Baldur's Gate were easy videos to make, because I had the most fun making them. The game stats and everything. I still don't fully understand all the Pillars of Eternity stats, because it's a completely new engine, all new mechanics. I can't really... I mean, I can compare it to Baldur's Gate, because they're both isometric games, but it's not really something that I can... I don't know. I think there's a few different mechanics that would be better if Baldur's Gate had it, like the flanking ability in Pillars of Eternity. You can't flank someone, because when you flank someone in Pillars of Eternity, you get, like, their AC would go down all of a sudden by, like, I don't know what it would be, by 10. In that game, that's a big deal. It would be like, what's my AC in this game? 815. It'd be like losing 200-300 AC, so when you flank someone. Because if you're being attacked from the side or from behind, it kind of makes sense. You can't defend that if you're also being attacked from the front, so it's really hard to defend against that. That's a definite mechanic that, I think Dragon Age has that too. Yeah, going back to Dragon Age 1, they also had flanking abilities. It just wasn't something... Like, when you go into the Maker... so I have, like, the Collector's Edition of Dragon Age Origins. And if you watch the videos, like, the making of it, they go... through that when you flank someone, yeah, you get a penalty if you're flanked. But now that Baldur's Gate was done, because I'm waiting for the expansion, well, guess what? The expansion's out at the end of the month. Oh, God. I don't know how I can do 3 role-playing games at once. 2 is... I couldn't even put out the one for yesterday. I just didn't have time. I was looking after my kids. My wife was working. I would have been able to had I not been ill. I'm getting a lot of this, like right now I'm nauseated. It's going away though, I'm feeling a bit better. So I figured I'd do this first before I jump onto Pillars of Eternity and Dragon Age Inquisition for yesterday and today, because I don't have them done yet. So, and then there's my strategy games, but those are the easiest ones of all. They're 20-minute games. I just get to go on and talk about what I'm doing. I don't have to even... It's not role-playing. There's no story to put out. Just kind of a lot of reacting to what I'm doing. So, strategy games are really easy for me to do. I could probably belt out like 10 of those in a day, which I've done before. On the 14th last month, I made 10 Europa Universalis 4 videos. And Kevin Hyde, if you're wondering, that is a continuation of Crusader Kings 2. You can continue where your save was, and I've done that for my Empire of Germania, which I fought so hard in Crusader Kings 2 to create. There was a one point where I thought I would lose my empire. I was being attacked from like, what was it? The Vikings to the north. I was being attacked from the Slavs to the east. I didn't know that Slavic was a religion actually, but it's not just an ethnicity, it's also a religion. It doesn't exist anymore as far as I know. Could be wrong. There could be little tiny pockets of them in Europe somewhere. But yeah, they were attacking me from the east. And then I had heretic Christians to the west. Who were they? I forget who they were. They weren't Waldensians. They weren't Cathars. Oh, is it start with an L? I forget what it was. I think it started with an L. It was like a year ago that I had to fight with them. So I forgot the name of the heresy. So I was being attacked from all sides. I only had one little ally, and I actually had to give up territory just to compensate or to deal with these guys. So at one point I actually thought I was going to fail that. And there was another point where in the game where I had screwed up with my characters for inheritance. I married them off, and the one I had to rule my empire died, so he didn't have any kids. So it actually my entire empire everything I worked for went to another, out of my control NPC, another character in the game. And I had to fight to get that back, and that was really close. I almost lost that. So I was actually really stressed. I had to pause what I'm doing and go on the official boards to get help with that, because I was like 150 videos into the game, and I was nearly, like literally, I could lose it without a shot even being fired against me. It's just, as it goes through 700 plus years, and obviously you got to go through many, many characters. They only live so long, and a lot of them die from disease and battle. Yeah, there's nothing up. And I'm maxed out. This is actually weird. It shouldn't be like this. My maniacal strength. I really wish the timer was up, because I'm going to be slow when that goes. Truth be told, I think I should go sell. I think the closest gypsies are in Wrath Mountains. It won't be so bad if I use my last Sal potion. Where is it? Oh, I've got alcohol. Haha. Wish I had beer in real life right now. I'd definitely make a video, not drunk, but with a few beers. I think didn't I do that once? I may have. Of course, I'd tell you guys, but I'm not one to get drunk. Not super easily. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Sal potion once I get outside. I'm gonna run to the gypsies, which could be a little adventure on its own. I know the way to Oasis Gypsies better. It should be really easy. I should just, go south from Oggok, take the path west, cross the bridge, and take me to Wrath Mountains. Go straight. Okay, so once I hit Wrath Mountains, I kind of get confused. Well, anyways, I'll be back once I've got all that dealt with. Take my potion right now. That's the thing, you cannot move when you take this. I didn't know that. I wasted 2 potions from that. I have a 44 shaman, I should be making these myself. There it goes. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Oop, that was almost a really nasty mistake. drunk right now anyway, so... See you guys in a bit. Back in Oggok. It's like 10 minutes later. Nobody else is here, except Zaz is. So nothing really has changed. My guy's a little bit drunk. Had like 6 beers on the way. Yeah, I gladly play this game more, just when I have a 1-year-old running around the room, it's very stressful, because I'd have to stop at any time, and especially if he gets hurt. He shouldn't get hurt, the place is childproof, but he's so clumsy, he's always running into things or falling down, sometimes he doesn't look where he's going. And then he gets really whiny when it's nap time, so it can be a little stressful. So I've been playing Europa Universalis 4 and not making videos for this one particular playthrough because I don't like making videos if I don't know what I'm doing. And when I started EU4, for like the first 5 videos, I was somewhat... I mean, I have about 100 hours into it, but there's been a DLC since, and I wasn't familiar with it because I hadn't played it in about 4 or 5 months. It wasn't like the 800 hours I have in Crusader Kings 2, so... Oops, wrong one. This guy's blue. Tearing him up pretty good. Oh, one thing I want to get from these guys is their Stein. I don't think it's temporary. Could be. I thought I'd put one on my character. It has like 15 charisma on it. I would hold on to that when I go to sell. I would just put that in my hand. This guy drops a Stein. Crude Stein. Magic lore item, so it's not temporary. So it's charisma 15. It's race all, class all. So stamina obviously isn't really help. I'm not going to replace my shield with it or anything. But I think it's a good idea to have this. What's the weight on it? Weight 1. Not really a big deal. So, because I only have, is it 60 charisma? Yeah, with my shaman, I'm able to cast a spell. It's to give me more charisma. I think I can get up to like 90 something charisma with him, and it's better to sell when you come back, and this way I can kind of not cheat, but I can kind of get my own little charisma buff. Not as good as my shaman's, but so 15 charisma. I'll have 75, and I wish this had unlimited charges, minor healing. Actually, that's the very first healing in the game. I don't know. I don't think I'd really use it. Unless it was like instant. I could just spam it on myself, and even when I'm moving, then I would use it. But I really think they try to stay away from that, because it's a little bit, kind of takes away the need to group. It'd be like, probably even be better if it was instant and unlimited charges. Better and recycle. If it was like the earring that I use for my shaman, the goblin earring or whatever. Yeah, it would be a little overpowered. Because you can use it like multiple times a second. Bouncer Haran. One of these always seems to be blue, the other always seems to be green. Oh, there's another guard right here, which I'm gonna have to take out because this is where I do my killing. This area here. He's blue. Nope, get that off. I have Sal. I really should have backed up and then feared him. We get improved fear, though. Oh, and also another thing, somebody in my channel let me know that there is a skeleton form for Shadow Knights. I forget what level it is. 50, 54, 55, 56, something like that. Maybe 57. But I do get skeleton form at some point. Although that would be way too late in the game to help me. But I could, if I'm nearby, I could always come in and sell to these guys in here. Get indifferent and then just go up to the banker. And I can go bank now anytime I want. But being able to sell and bank in the place that you're getting experience at is really nice. I guess I could even get a bind here now that I think of it. I don't remember where I'm bound, actually. I should life draw a bit. See how little it takes. I really should have one that takes about 8% off the mob and gives me 8% hit points or whatever it is. Oops, I'm using Engulfing Darkness. I don't even think about what I'm doing. Come on. Well, it won't hurt to get stuff up to what is my limit? I think I'm 140. Am I for strength? So I need to sit and recover mana, at least 50%. And then hit the 2 guards up top. There should be another wander. He may be upstairs, actually, at the top. He'll come down soon enough if he is there. Yeah, the only thing better is if I could get a bind here from an NPC and get a res and heal when I'm down during downtime. That's a little bit too much. That's what a cleric's for. But I'll be back, I guess, when my mana is up. Pulling another guard. Moved down there so fast. I like it when I stun them. Disarm is not an easy skill to get up. I should look to see when it, I think it's just 75. So I'm at 60 last I looked. Because there's no point going over and over. I don't know, there's really not much point in even using it, truth be told. I know it reduces their attack if you can disarm their weapon, but I could use it in groups if I'm up against a mob with a weapon. But when I'm fearing them, it's just not really... Is that another guard? It looks like it. Yeah, it is. I could always harm touch. Is he gonna come this way? He's turning back. Weird. So, Warmac contacted me again as a 60 Shaman. Hopefully, I'll be able to get more buffs. He wants me to transfer items. Sure, no problem. Ogre Bank. I find it funny when people name their, I guess their meal characters after what they do. Oh, there's a guard up there. Bouncer Prague, I know I've seen him. He's probably the one, the wanderer that goes inside near the bank. I think, maybe. But these 2 guards are up. So I should be able to at least take the greenie. Man, do I ever move fast. Yeah, it's sad because I feel like I don't have enough time to just enjoy the game. And it's split between my other videos I'm making, my health, and my family. And the other job I do, actually. So it's just too much. I feel like I'm being pulled apart. To actually enjoy the game, I can't stop and smell the roses. I really cannot. Okay, this time I didn't get hit. Okay, I'll be there in a few. KOS to my own banker. I need to do some visiting to use him? Oh, wow. He must have killed his own guards, I would think. How do you lose faction with your own banker? Yeah, the farther you lead him out, though, the longer he has to go back. Which your thing could wear off in the meantime. I still hear moving. I gotta go now because this dot's gonna wear off. I'm gonna redot him. Oh. And I really want to get up to 50. No, but I can't Ancient Cyclops so much. I guess I killed Mudtoe way too many times. Oh. He's on the Oggok faction. I'll have to remember that. But it's not like it really matters to me. Unless I have an ogre character. Or Dark Elf or Troll character, I suppose. But I'm camping the Ancient Cyclops with. The only one I really would like, really, at this point, is to get J-Boots for Terikz. So when I hit 50, because I know I got new spells at 49, the new life tap is a quest that I have to do. It's one of the, not the most efficient life tap, but it is the highest amount of hit point return. I think it was like 400 something. I went over it, I think, in my last Shadow Knight video. As opposed to 65 that I'm getting here. It's a quest, though, and I have to go into Soul B to get that. I should take his... I still have Maniacal Strength. Crazy. Oh, see, my hit points aren't as... I should have been paying attention. I can probably do it so long as that guard out there doesn't come. If he comes, I'm screwed if this guy wanders down. So I'm going to try it. If need be, I'll Harm Touch. But I should have been life draining at the end. So I'm paying attention about talking to you guys. It's a lot quicker to recover mana than his hit points, even for an Ixar. And, of course, I'm hitting the wrong key. Half of that was wasted. Well, I've lost 5% hit points, and he's gone down to 74. It's the rate I'm going, he's going to be done soon. Must have gotten some good hits in. Yeah, it'd be too close to try to take him down without using fear. Yeah. The Engulfing Darkness just wore off. Oh, you see his disarm failed on the right. Oh, it says I disarm bouncer's gone, but I didn't get any skill or skill increase. Yeah, so his weapon's just laying around. Okay, time to life drain. That, or I have to use bandages. Well, that's another thing, level 50 or 51, I think it's 50. My bandage... I think I'm at 200 for bandaging. Is it? It goes up. Or is it less than that? It's 100. Actually, yeah, it's just 100. It goes up to 200. And each... oh, I'm out of mana. What is my weight? So I can still take more. Okay, on my way to entrance, do you have 21 slots available? There's another bouncer. I have no mana, and he's green. Let's see if I have. I probably don't, because I've just been looting more stuff. I'm so used to foraging, I don't even think about it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, I do not. So now Zazza says hello. Hello. I just wanted to let you know I'm camping the entrance area, the back area with the 4 guards. You can have. And he's been AFK for over an hour, like an hour and a half, so I don't care if he says I was here first, because he's not there to use the spot. I actually don't even care if he kills the other 2 one of the wandering guards. If he wants to, if I get 4 here, he takes 5. That's fine. But there's 9 guards, 10 if you count the one next to the banker. I don't count that. Okay, so I used up one. Was that 19? What the heck is going on here? I can get rid of. I don't want to get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, that's one more bag somewhere. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, it's just... Ugh. It's 12, 21, 22. Yes. Put this in here for weight. I should try to organize it so everything is in one spot. I should eat that. Could not possibly eat anymore, I would explode. Let's throw this down then. Actually, I'd like to put food there. Okay, log into the druid. Try to make it so I can easily see everything. It's a bit of a nightmare. There. 21 slots. Wait for him to come by. Maybe I should end the video. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try to get to 48. Not today. I have to make other videos right after this. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.